Hello and welcome to another Modern Toy Fair review. Today I'm taking a look at the Neca TMNT Mirage Comics Master Splinter. As always, let me know in the comments below if you've picked this up or if you're still on the fence, and make sure to stick around to the end of the video for all the photos I took. But that's enough chair chatter, let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. We'll take a look at the head first. You got those white eyes, the black coming down to a snout. His snout's got, lighter gray, which offsets it, which is nice. You've got all this fur, which looks great. They have a great wash on it to really bring out the details. You can see even in the ears, got a little bit of fur, like, poking in. You got some spikes of, like, matted fur on the cheeks there. And then his mouth looks like it opens, like it looks like a separate piece, but I don't think it does. But you got some detail there. You got the teeth. Can't get the focus because it just wants to do an upskirt, so sorry about that. You do have more of that texture going down the body. You have this really nice soft goods robe. And then down the arms and the hand, you've got more of that texture underneath there. Sorry, I'm not taking the robe off because I don't want to fight with that ribbon. But the texture is also got that nice wash on it. You've got the claws there, which are the same color as the rest of his fur, which is a little weird. And the more I look at this texture on the legs and the arms, it looks more like wrinkly skin than fur to me. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but you got that nice black shading from the knees down to the ankle, which I like. And then there's a little more detail in the toes, and then peg hole in the back of the feet. And then you do have this tail, which is also a little bendy. It has a hinge, and then it also has a nice, like, rigid texture to it, like you'd expect from, like, a rat's tail. And there's the hinge, and there's a little bit of Splinter's wrinkly fur butt, which, this texture kind of bothers me. It just looks weird. I mean, on the head it looks fine, just the arms and legs. There's more of that matted, spiky fur on the back of his head. And yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I'm impressed. I wasn't gonna get this figure, but I'm kind of happy with it. Alright, on to articulation. So you've got a ball at the head, so you get a bunch of rotation, a lot of up, a lot of down, spins all the way around. We do have some ab crunch in there, a little bit of twist as well. You got a little pivot. You can go forward and back a decent amount, but he's tinier, so it's a little harder. Arms go out to about 90, and then they go all the way around. It's a little hindered by his robe, though. You do have a little bit of bicep swivel. We've got bend at the elbow to 90 for the rotation. The wrist peg goes forward, back, spins around. At the legs, you've got about 90 outward, 90 forward, and not quite much very far back. Knees are single jointed but bend about almost 90, and then rotate, and then you have the ankle pivot, forward and back, tons of articulation there. Same with like that twist at the ankle. You can pretty much get him looking like he broke it. But yeah, there's no reason you wouldn't be able to get this Splinter figure in the poses you want. Like, he's got tons of articulation, even with the hindrance of the soft goods robe. Alright, on to some accessories. So we get a couple pairs of hands. Here's more of a relaxed hand. You've got more of those textures in the mold and the wash. And then you do get a pointer finger hand, which is kind of fun. You got the claw sticking out there, or the same kind of mold. And then next up we do have this teapot, which I'm in love with. I love the comic book lines on it. I just love the kind of like light yellow, the way it makes the lines pop. It's just a fun little accessory, and it's even empty inside, so if you want to put some liquid in it, you can. And however, the teacup here, a little disappointing. Could have done some paint apps, put some lines on it. After that, we have his walking stick. It's got that nice wood mold to it with a wash in all the lines, so that way it really makes the detail pop. It's a little crooked. And then here we have the baby turtle. You do get 4 of these derpy little bastards. And they're all the same mold, and they're all adorable and fun. After that, we do have the unmutated Splinter, which I think this is the same one from the movie 2-pack, but I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments below, but it looks fantastic. And then we have the Utrum, who looks great. You got those teeth, the yellow eyes, all the wrinkles, all the little tentacles. Got the one tentacle kind of like pointing. And then you can see even more of like the brain wrinkly details in the back here. You got some wash and some comic book lines to really bring out some of that detail. Let's see. there, and then the bottom kind of just has, almost looks like it could pop out and you can make him into a little finger puppet. And then you have the TCRI canister that's broken and oozing all over the place, and this like highlighter greenish yellow looks so great against the gray and the black with the details. I love the kind of like broken pieces of it at the bottom. It just looks like it popped out of the comic books. Then we have the Mauser. And this thing's fantastic. Like the sculpt's great. Like even inside the mouth. Look at this thing. They did all this detail in there that they didn't have to do at all. And then on top of that, I love like the gray with the blue and all the little comic book lines and all the little details sculpted in. I really hope that we get like a 5 or 6 pack of these like we did for the cartoon turtles. Like it'd be great. A quick little size comparison here. So here he is with Michelangelo. You can see he's about a little above the hip, around the waist. Same thing with the Battle Damage Shredder from the line. So let's get rid of both of those. We'll bring in J.A. Toys Ryu. We'll get good old Marvel Legends Jon Favreau and Pimp Day Destro from the Classified line. So Ryu is about the same thing as Donnie. The 2 Hasbro figures, though, he's barely at the belt line if you go to his ears. And then, of course, we have the big beefy boy, the Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Armadillo, and he is at about thigh range, roughly. Last up, we have the box arts. You have the Eastman Laird logo. You've got the artwork of Splinter down there at the bottom. You've got the city in the background. See Splinter artwork here on the side with the Neca logo. More Splinter artwork with the baby turtle and the ooze. And top, you got that logo for Nickelodeon and for the Eastman and warning, don't choke on this. Bottom, you got all the artists and the barcode. And on the back, you've got a bunch of cool pictures of the figure and a bunch of other figures that are in the line, either on the way or already out. So I really, really like these boxes. Okay, so overall, I was very reluctant to get this figure just because I'm not a huge Master Splinter fan, and I don't know, I also felt like he was very small for the price point they were asking. But once getting him in hand, I have changed my tune a little bit. He's pretty cool. Still think that his robe's a little bit short. We're kind of getting to some dangerous territory there with him walking around with his dangle out. But I love the accessories he came with. The teapot, the ooze canister, everything. They made sure to make it worth your money. I still feel like he probably should have been closer to that $30 range rather than the $35, $40. But I still think that it was worth it. But more importantly, let me know in the comments below how you feel. If you've picked this up, what your thoughts and feelings are, or if this review tipped you one way or another over the fence, let me know. And of course, stick around at the end of the video so we can see all the photos I took. Also, make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. Helps us out here on the channel. Also gets you a bunch of toy-related content. We've got reviews, how to pose videos. We've got the live stream, the podcast, all sorts of stuff. So please make sure to check all that out as well. And if you're already a fan of the channel and like to help us out, you can head over to patreon.com/moderntoyfair. Link will be in the description below. Bunch of different tiers of different rewards, including physical prints of the photos I take, where you can put input episode. You can have input on the episodes of the podcast, get episodes of the podcast early, and a bunch of other stuff. So check that out. We greatly appreciate it. But that's going to be it for this video. Hopefully see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.